Welcome to the Phantoms versus the Empire game. We're gonna go ahead and get logged into this game right now. And look like we are good to go. Let me get 1 second here. And we should be good to go. Let me tell these guys to join up. Yeah, they're good. Alright guys, like I said, this is the Empire versus the Phantoms. And here we go, we are going to get started here. As I said earlier, this is the final prospect game in regular season. It means that, more than anything else, it's just regular season has concluded for the Prospect League, and this will be the final game that these guys get to play, in regular season. I mean, there's still playoffs, that more information on playoffs will be coming out very soon. But before all that even remotely starts, looks like we are going to have Mr. Simba and Mr. Chewbacca playing for the Empire. And it looks like we're going to get Mirage and Friction here playing for the Phantoms. And this should be a great game, because I think this is the best Phantoms lineup. And obviously, the Empire has been crushing it all year long. So, in all actuality, looks like it's a good matchup. Look like it's a good thing that's going on. Yeah, and this is gonna end up being an interesting one, because, like I said, I think they're both gonna be an evenly matched teams until the Empire heats up, at least for right now. And this should end up being Empire ball headed back to the Phantom side of the field. Nothing here yet. Friction gonna toss one onto the net here for Simba, and Simba's gonna knock this one out back towards midfield. Simba gonna look to try to take some control here and potentially get this to the Phantom side of the field, and as I say it, exactly what happens. Phantom's gonna miss the ball right there. Unfortunately, unable to get this one out from their side of the field. Mirage gonna yock this one down the field, and Simba is gonna clear this one out at midfield and push this one towards the net. Leave this one potentially for Chewbacca, and it gets top shelf. Unfortunately, he just can't get there for the score, but Chewbacca is going to be back to potentially take this one back around again. Chewbacca tossing this one down to the Phantom side of the field, hoping to disorient the Phantoms here so Simba can take a shot. Simba hits crossbar as well. What is up with these teams hitting the crossbar right now? And this one doesn't even go in. That one hits post. Hitting the crossbar again. What is going on with this Empire team? Mirage gonna go and take this ball, send this one down the Empire side of the field. This might be the longest that the Empire has gone without actually, scoring a goal. And this is gonna go in for the Phantoms. And Friction gonna take this goal with pride. What a shot on a cute little pinch there with Chewbacca. This would be a crazy end to regular season if the Empire ended up losing to the Phantoms. Not that it's surprising that the Phantoms could win, but just the fact that they've been so dominant all season long. The Empire has legitimately only lost one series all season long. It means they've won more than 2 games every single series that they've played, except for one time. And that one time was against the Knights. So we feel a lot of pride for that. But still kind of crazy that, they've been able to do this well all season long. Them and the Raptors have been the 2 standout teams in UNL. And, just to say that, it's happened in Prospect has been awesome. And this is going to be Chewbacca goal from, half court. Dude's out here shooting like Steph Curry. Look at this. Ridiculous. Half court shot like it's nothing. And you are going to be looking at a 1-1 game with 1 and 40 left to go, game number 1. I'd love to see the Phantoms take this game. I really would. I think they're good enough to do it, and quite honestly, I think it gives the Empire a run for their money. But I'd love to see them do it. Unfortunately, Mirage gets caught out of place there, and Chewbacca just takes the shot. Yeah, look at this, just perfect. And you're looking at 2-1, minute 28. Empire strikes quick. It's just a matter of how fast can the Phantoms strike, and when and can they strike. Chewbacca gonna put this one on the net. Oh my goodness. And that's just a great shot from Chewbacca there. 3-1, minute 28, minute 18. It just seems like every 10 seconds now the Empire scores. The Phantoms have to get their brains back into this, and they have to figure out what they're doing. They need to get back and play some defense. They just need to keep working with what they do best, and they will be able to figure it out. They'll be able to do what they need to do, but they certainly need to figure out what it is that they need to do better first. And whether it's not hitting it off the wall like that, working a little bit more as a team. You can see Friction kind of right there behind Mirage, and that's good placement. But in all actuality, he can't be that close. 45 seconds left to go. Game number 1, and there it is from the Empire once again. It took 1 goal from the Phantoms, and it's just that simple. 4-1. I don't know what else to say. This is going to be sent over to Friction, who is going to look to try to get this one on the net right now. And oh no! This one's going to head back to the Phantom side of the field. Mirage is there to make something of it. Friction going to look to get a double on that, and he just out of place. This does look like it is going to end up being an Empire win. Great save there from Mirage. Going to toss this one back to Phantoms. Oh, you just can't get anything there, and Friction is not there either. And this ball looks like it's just going to touch the ground. Unless Chewbacca wants another goal. This could be another goal if Simba's there. And Simba, it looks like he's going to try to go for it. And this ball is still up. 0 seconds. And there you go. You are going to have game number 1 right there. And that will end up being game number 1. I don't know that the Phantoms will be able to take a game off of the Empire with how they just played. They need to play more as a team. They're playing as 2 individual ones players right now, and they can't be doing that. Like I said, though, the moment they'll click, and it'll be fine. Coming into game number 2, who do you guys think is taking this game? Why? And can it be the Phantoms? Will the Phantoms be able to take a game? That's a great question. All around. Oh, great save there from Mr. Friction. And Simba takes that shot. Not Simba. Chewbacca gonna toss this one up over to the side, and this ball's kind of just stalled. Simba finally deciding to go for it. This ball's gonna roll into. Oh my goodness. That ball just rolls right into the Phantoms net. That is something you absolutely hate to see if you are the Phantoms right now. You can't give the Empire any extra goals if you're gonna try to take a game off of them. And if that's what ends up happening, then it's unfortunate to say the least. You really do hate to see it. And this ball is gonna find the net from the Phantoms. Great job here from Mirage, playing this one off the wall, coming right up for it, knows exactly where he needs to put it to, gets it right over to Simba. If Simba had gotten up just a moment sooner, he'd have had it. Very close though. Why do I sound sad today? I don't think I'm sad today. Everything on the line. We got scheduled for 9 tomorrow? No way, Reese. Oh my goodness. Anyways, not the point. Simba tossing this one up to on the net. Not able to get the score, but Chewbacca is there, and this should be a goal. Wow, what a save there from Mirage. These Phantoms players want this win. They want it bad. Mirage going for the potential bump. And Chewbacca going to send this one all the way back to nowhere. Mirage going to take this one away from the corner, and Chewbacca going to get a 50 there, tosses the ball up. And this ball is going to get cleared over to the Empire area. And Chewbacca going to send this one out to middle here for Simba, and Simba just can't get there. A great double from Friction, and this could be an Empire goal. Phantom's goal should they, get away from each other, because they are right on top of each other here, and that's not what you want if you are the Phantoms. Oh no! That is one of the first miscommunications from this Empire team that I think that we've really seen all season long. Chewbacca must have been trying to, get some sort of touch off of it, a bump or something, and it was just didn't happen. Then he owned goals. But this is nuts, because if the Phantoms can get one more and then they're up 2 goals. And that's big against this Empire team. Making them, go for shots that they don't know that they can hit is how you want them to be positioned. Especially while you're here. And this ball is going to send out to center. And Mirage looks like he can potentially get a hook shot here. Should he turn on it right? Wow, there it is from Mirage. The Phantoms are on top of their stuff. I gotta say, it looks good. Yes. 3-1, about half a game left, and not to say that it can't happen, because Empire has shown many times before that it can and will happen, regardless of have you given them, any space or anything before. But certainly well done by the Phantoms so far, and unfortunately, no win from the Empire or from the Phantoms actually gives them a giant, lead in points as far as playoffs. Each team is solidified in the playoffs already where they are. Empire in first and the Phantoms in fifth. But yeah, they are where they are right now. And the other thing for coming out, people, the other thing that is coming out for you guys will be brackets soon. I will have to figure out how to do that. I'll post them very soon. Whew. Sorry guys, I'm like not on top of my game right now. I don't really know why. Friction gonna look to get a little tap on the ball here, and Chewbacca a center out to Simba, and Mirage there to take this ball down the other side. That's exactly where you want to be if you're Mirage right now. A great center from Chewbacca, but Simba just isn't there. Mirage going to rip up the wall and take this. Give it right back to Simba, and he's going to have to end up clearing this ball right here. That's well done by Mirage. Mirage is going to have to take a second and really end up clearing this ball. Or Chewbacca is going to be able to take a shot like this, where Friction is just not where he's supposed to be in the net. Got caught out of position, and unfortunately that's just where you are at this point. And that's a wonderful job by Chewbacca right there. And this is going to be kickoff number 7 of the game, which is kind of interesting to think about. Because you're like, wow, it really shouldn't be 7 kickoffs. Oh, a double commit from the Empire here, and somebody from the Phantoms is going to have to come and take this ball and center for the other one. Because as soon as they are able to do that, they'll be fine. This ball going to send back out to the Phantom side of the field. Friction is going to have to make a stop here. Chewbacca standing down. Mirage going for the nothing, and Friction... I don't even know what to say anymore. There's whiffs, there's things that shouldn't be happening, there's things that happen that I don't expect. It's like, oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. Oh, a great play there by the Empire. And a great block there from Chewbacca. And this could be a goal from the Empire. Should be a goal from the Empire. Is a goal from the Empire. With 30 seconds left to go in game number 2. Wow. It's just that simple. Kickoff number 8. Another crazy thing to think about. Friction going to take some control on the ball here. Potentially get this over to his teammate. But now they're right on top of each other. And Chewbacca's going to be able to clear this and put this ball down the other end of the field. With only 15 seconds left to go. And this, it could be a shot. Great block from Simba. Where is Mirage? Mirage can get a shot on. And there you go. Well done by Mirage. My goodness. Just puts it on the other side of Chewbacca, who can't get there. Finding caught out of position again. This has been a battle of being caught out of position in the net. If teams would just sit back post, you know, this would maybe be like 2-3 right now. But, you know, players at this level just don't know that. And I understand that I'm at this level, but still. Mirage, 800 points on the day. That is just absolutely ridiculous. But we will go into overtime here. 4-4. Phantoms have an opportunity to knock a game off of the Empire. And Friction is going to take this one down. And Friction goes flying for it now. Can he get the touch? This one's going to fly back out to Mirage. Mirage going to put this one in the corner. Wait for an opportunity for Chewbacca here. Mirage backflips as he means to go up for the ball. Chewbacca only needs a second, but Friction should have challenged that ball right there as soon as Mirage got the bump. Friction going to look to get one over on Chewbacca here, but Mirage going to end up with the ball somehow. And potentially get this center out to his teammate. Great block from Friction, and this ball is going to be up right at about center field. Simba going to look to take some control here on a great side flip from Friction. And this could end up being center for Mirage if he's up. Mirage gets the touch on it that he wants, but now Chewbacca has an opportunity to do with the ball here. He's going to look to get this one out, and that is both of the Empire double committing. And Mirage is just unable to get the ball there. Chewbacca is slowly able to gain some control. And this ball needs to go in. What a great save from Simba. Wow. I don't know that I've seen anything that good in Prospect in a long time. Simba going to toss this one onto the net. This needs to not be a double touch from Simba, but it is. What a job from Simba to end game number 2. And just look at this. Look at the concentration here. He knows it too. Well done there by Mr. Simba. And that will be game 2 going to the Empire. Wow. Just ridiculous. Phantoms they've been close twice now for some capacity of time, amounts of time. But I think you need to see Friction a little bit more involved. I mean, you see Mirage's score. Mirage has been perfectly involved. I think what it's going to come down to is just that, you know, they got to start working together just a smidge a little bit more. Aside from that, it's not a bad match. Seriously, that whole last match wasn't bad at all. And we are going to see game number 3 right now. The Empire have solidified themselves as the number 1 seed in the playoffs, and they have solidified themselves with by winning every single series except for one, including this one. And that's really all there is to say to it. This Phantoms team, I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to do during the playoffs, because they're a good team. They're just, you know, they're playing very well. As you guys can see, they're playing very well against this number 1 team. Last game wasn't a blowout. I'm just going to be excited to see what they're going to be able to do. And Simba scoring off of what looks like a fake from the 2 Phantoms players. But look at this concentration here. He knows exactly where he's going with it. But more importantly, he doesn't get faked by, you know, Friction, regardless of whether Friction went up and tried to miss it or just didn't even miss it. But Simba doesn't miss that, and that's exactly where you want to be right now. Simba gonna look to clear this one out. Mirage deciding to keep it in, and Friction is gonna have to be there. And Mirage looking to have to score that, and he just can't score it. That's so painful to watch. Because now knowing the Empire, they're gonna go down and they're gonna score this. Or they're gonna be damn close to it. And unfortunately, they just are not able to get that one in right there. Simba looking to get something out to his teammate. Chewbacca gonna come out here. Simba gonna go up, but Friction getting there first. Mirage gonna pop this one back down to the Empire side of the field. And this should be a center for Friction. Friction up, Simba up first. Mirage is gonna keep it in the Empire side of the field, and we're gonna finally hopefully see some Phantom offense here. And this could end up being a center from the Phantoms. Oh my goodness, or a shot! Oh, such a close shot from Mirage. Very unfortunate. Friction gonna toss up for this one right here. Mirage gonna need to get some type of shot or some type of touch right here, right now. That was so close to the net. It's just not there. This could end up being a center though, or a double tap from Friction. Where is Mirage? We're finally starting to see the offense from the Phantoms, which is exactly what we want to see right now. Simba getting a little cocky with that double touch from last game. He knew he could hit it. He tried. Just not there. Friction gonna look to potentially get this one out to his teammate. Mirage just a little too close. That's another pattern that I've noticed, if nothing else, from these Phantoms right here. They're usually just super close to one another, which kind of is just tough. But nonetheless, you know, they're gonna hopefully be able to get something going here. And this ball is gonna drop right down in front of their net. Friction just can't get there, but Mirage, oh, he misses it too. This is so painful to watch. Oh no! And now Simba gonna drive this one back down the other side of the field. Oh my goodness, and this should be a score. Oh my goodness, neither team can do anything. Chewbacca gonna look to turn on the ball. We're sitting right around a 2-minute mark. 2 minute left in the game mark, and it is 1-0 Empire. Phantoms need to score a goal, 2 goals, 3 goals, and they can take this game. Then they can feel good going into the playoffs if they beat a really good team before, you know, anything ever happened in the playoffs. You know, going into the playoffs with this giant sense of security, you know, this giant sense of, you know, we just beat a good team is huge. And there you go. Mirage gets it done. Puts one in the back of the net with 1:28 left to go. And there you go. Mirage gonna hopefully get a goal right here. Just puts it right in the net. Oh my goodness, what a power shot. Chewbacca gonna make sure he saves that though, and looks to potentially just dance around with it right now, but this ball does find itself back on the Empire side of the field. And Simba gonna take a shot, and Simba once again, it just hits the crossbar, and it's unfortunate. And a great demo there, and this could be a goal from, there it is, from Mr. Simba. Things just happen so much faster than I can say them. And that could be the end of the game right there, but the way that this game has been played so far, you know, this could be the end of the game. Guys, if you are watching right now and you are not already subscribed, please do subscribe, like, you know, comment, do whatever right now. If we get to 100 subscribers before the end of the season, I will be sharing with you guys my own goal montage. I will be sharing with you guys my own personal clips, you know, my own personal fail videos of like me in real life. And that is just a ton of fun to watch. And that could be it. But make sure you guys subscribe. Get us to 100. I think we're at like 95 right now. Yeah. But that's all that really needs to come to it. 23 seconds. Empire up 2. Would not surprise me if the Empire won this game after all. Great block there from Friction. And this ball is going to head right back down to the Phantoms, the Empire side of the field. And we got 8 seconds left. This should be the end of the game right here. Potentially one more goal from the Phantoms. And a great clear from Simba, and that will be the game. And it's just that simple. The Empire is a damn good team. And that will be all 3 games. Empire takes another series. Ridiculous. Ridiculous stuff. But guys, thank you very much for coming. And have a great rest of your night. That will conclude the stream.